What's up everyone, Prim Success here, and today I got a special topic I want to talk about, and actually it's going to be more like a rant. So the gaming community is just so negative, I mean disgustingly negative. People call themselves supporters of a certain YouTuber. Alright, but the second they get some type of success, they turn on that person, and I don't understand that. What supporters are there for, correct? Like, supporting that person hoping they get big and successful. And I just think it's so ass backwards. I know it's not just the community, but so much as the human race. But this generation especially is so damn judgy. We're so worried about what the hell other people are doing instead of worrying about ourselves. And that disgusts me. Like, so many people worry about what others are thinking of them, and I mean that in the worst way. People today aren't wondering, how can I help this person, but instead, how can I make their life worse? And that shouldn't be the case, and that's the majority of the human race. And if it's not, how can I ruin this motherfucker's day, it's, how can this person help me? You know, everyone is so self-centered and selfish, and where have all the kind-hearted people gone? I feel like if it was the opposite, this world would be so much of a better place. And you know, there's this unbreakable notion going around on Xbox, and I need to address that as well. The notion that you are bad at the game if you use a certain gun or perk. First of all, there is no wrong way to play the game. Like, everyone has a certain play style and here's to different things. And that's just what makes everyone different. And people are different, guys, and that's just because someone doesn't do something like you do it, doesn't make them a bitch. Like, those that complain about these things, I think, just do so because they suck at the game themselves. And the only right way to play the game is the way that you enjoy it. And I'm sick of people blaming other people or objects or guns for them dying. And truly, there isn't a wrong way to play the game. I feel like people just forget that some players are just playing the game for entertainment purposes only. I mean, as much as it sucks that you come across knifers only and riot shoulders with C4 and danger close, and I feel like it's a common trait with people that think you need to do well in the game to have fun with it. And sometimes, I mean, face it, Call of Duty from time to time is completely frustrating. But to say there is a wrong way to play the game is just silly and childish, and especially when you act out on it. You know, there is more successful ways to play the game in terms of kills to death, sure, but you know, entertainment comes in all forms, and to the assholes trying to remove the smiles on other people's faces by downgrading these people, what are you doing with yourself? Saying that using the most overpowered gun in the game makes you bad is just the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard, and I'm continuing to hear it. You know, use whatever the hell you want, guys, and no one can tell you otherwise. You know, if you're enjoying yourself, great. People are gonna bitch anyway, no matter what you do. So use whatever the hell gun you want, and if they have that mindset, I hope you piss them off. And if any of you have that mindset, please don't be closed-minded about this. You know, I hope I can get you to change your perspective, because the thing that breaks my heart the most when I think about this community is probably the next thing I'm going to mention. Just because someone killed you with anything really, the response I hear the most is, and this is word for word most of the time, which is heartbreaking, but it's, oh my god, you're camping, go kill yourself. Like, this just breaks my heart, and I hear it way too often. First, it's just a game, and second, how can you be the type of person to tell someone to go kill themselves because they are happy and are just having some fun? I mean, I hear people joke, which isn't as bad, but to hear it seriously, I don't know, I'm just so disappointed in the gaming community. We once used to be so united. You know, our voices used to be so strong, and everyone was so friendly, and now we're just so broken up and so cruel, and I don't understand how people can be so cruel to other people. When you guys die, especially, you know, it's not because he was using Amplify, it's not because he was using an ACR, the most overpowered gun in the MW3. I'm just naming off some things that, you know, were, you know, I guess annoying in other Call of Duties, but when you die, it comes from the decisions that you yourself are making. And I think that's why people are never getting any better at Call of Duty. Actually, I think that's why people aren't getting better at anything they do, because it's just the way they think. You know, people are constantly blaming other people or things for their problems instead of blaming themselves. And I think that says so much about a person. And I think bigger YouTubers actually get that the most. You know, although they pay no mind to it, because obviously no matter how they deal with it, it would be seen as wrong by a lot of people. You know, but it's still there, and I think it's ridiculous. I mean, gamers' reputations overall is ridiculous. You know, it's a stereotype almost. It's ridiculous how you can't come out and say, "Oh yeah, I game. You know, I'm a gamer and I have a lot of fun doing it." You know, it's kind of ridiculous how people think, "Oh, you will never do anything in your life that way just because you go home and your hobby is to play Xbox or PlayStation." It's stupid. Games are something people like to do. You know, it's a hobby. And sorry if you heard my phone go off in the background. I'm not sure how sensitive this mic is, but yeah, it's a hobby, and sometimes hobbies can turn into jobs, and that's everyone's dream come true, to make a hobby a job. And it's ridiculous. People judge other people based on what they want to do in life. And there are so many bad stereotypes out there revolved on gaming. You know, let people do what they want to do. I find it very unfortunate that the gaming community is just so disgustingly negative. I mean, everybody does their fair share of talking smack and being obnoxious, but that's, you know, that's not me anymore. I mean, I used to be in high school, you know, I used to be an angry person, I guess, but I found that if I get big, I want to give back to the community, you know, and I find that if I can do anything for the gaming community, it's to be positive and treat people with respect, because the gaming community shouldn't be any different from everyday life. I believe you should be nice to everybody you meet, because you never know what kind of battle they're fighting. Especially for, like, teenagers, you know? Most of the gaming community is, you know, consisted of teenagers. And teenagers these days are going through so much. And, you know, most of them keep it bottled up inside and they don't say a lot. And, you know, they don't need it. I think gaming is an outlet and a way for anger. And people use it to get out their demons, but I mean, for Christ's sake, go scream in a pillow or, you know, buy a punching bag. But, I mean, why take out your frustrations on people that don't deserve it? I mean, I met some pretty cool people on Xbox. I mean, fuck, I met my fiance on Xbox. You know, I just want to persuade people gaming is not an outlet for anger. You know, it's an outlet for fun. And if you are angry at the game, just stop playing it. You know, go outside, get some sunlight, go exercise. But, you know, stop playing. And if you have been abused in your life and want to take it out on other people, you know, that's not our fault. And like I said, being hateful towards someone on the internet doesn't help anyone, and it shouldn't help you. And I apologize for making this video. It's probably going to be more of a rant video, and it might upset some people, but, you know, you can only take so much before you're just like, alright, maybe we need to talk. And, you know, people work all day, they exercise, they're tired, you know, and they come home and they don't need it. And some people just work all day, come home and scream at the television, and that don't make no sense either. You know, it makes no sense to me. You know, getting so worked up over a game. You should be relaxing over and enjoying yourself. And I think I need to stress that even more, you know. It's a game. I think people forget that. You know, it's a game. You can't put that on a resume that you're good at gaming, you know? People take it way too seriously. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this. This has just been swimming around in my head for such a long time. You know, it's topics like these that I'm not really sure if I'm alone in, and I'm sure I'm not alone in, and I just wish that I could change, you know, certain things about the community. Like, I wish I could change the human race sometimes when I think about it, but unfortunately that's impossible. There will always be haters, and it just feels like the community is worse now than ever. I think that people need to make a change. And I realize that this is going to upset a lot of people, and I'm sorry. I mean, I know I apologize a lot, but I really don't want to make anyone mad, you know? But I think people need to hear this kind of stuff. You know, people are monsters and don't realize it. I'm not saying I'm perfect. You know, I'm far from it. I make mistakes, and even I myself need to calm down when I'm playing Xbox, you know? Stop myself and say, look, I need to play smarter, you know, instead of yelling. And, you know, I just got one bursted by the M8A1 because it happens so often. But, you know, I just don't want to make anyone mad. But, I mean, who else is pissed off? When you think about it, how disgusting is our world we live in, you know? This is it, people. This is our gaming community. And I'm interested to hear about your guys' opinions about this. So, I hope you guys voice them down below in the comment section. So, anyway, guys, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. By the way, I hope you guys enjoy this 1 versus 6 clutch I got in Search and Destroy. I needed another clip to fill in, you know, some time, because I wanted to talk about some stuff, so I used this clip. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.